Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now. Hello world, I'm Chris Pirillo, and this is the Locker Gnome Daily Report, or TLDR for short, your daily dose of tech news, gadget views, and answers that you can use. And it's obvious that I'm not in my normal spot. I'm on location once again, this time in New Orleans. I'm here to keynote the PubCon conference. It's for people like me, online publishers. We've been around for quite some time, certainly a lot longer than YouTube's been around, although two of the times that I was recognized today, they only recognized me for my efforts on YouTube. So video absolutely works. Now in the background, I've got an aquarium, a virtual aquarium. I turned down the bubbles because I didn't want that to distract. Hopefully this won't distract from, you listening to me and the things that I want to talk about today. I'm just recording this on the webcam here on the computer, so I apologize if you were expecting higher production value. This is as good as it gets. I can't even adjust the brightness and contrast on the TV. So you have to imagine these fishes look real as they could look on an LCD screen. Big news, I am going to be getting a hold of an HTC One to unbox for you live on YouTube when I get back to Seattle this week. I don't know if the live stream is going to be happening this weekend, possibly not long after the weekend. I'm also going to be getting a hold of a Samsung Galaxy S4. Now what that means is, yes, another unboxing, but more importantly, I'm going to be able to look at those two leading Android devices and give you a versus or a comparison between the two, and I'm thinking about bringing somebody else in there when I do the comparison to kind of change up the type of conversation that we have around those two devices. Yes, I will absolutely give you my perspective. Very, very happy to do so. Very happy to unbox those for you, as I've usually done live on YouTube. May even do the reviews live on YouTube, since the one we did with the Surface Pro tracked well. And you guys seem to like the way that I reviewed the MacBook Air before leaving the other day, so I appreciate you guys liking and sharing those videos if you have not already. There is scuttlebutt, speaking of devices, that Amazon's Kindle TV set-top box is coming. And I guess this is news. I mean, Amazon's, doing hardware, not really that big a deal. I mean, yes, it could be a big deal, but don't people already have a Roku or an Apple TV? What's Amazon going to give you that they couldn't really get through any one of those devices? Or even through your iPad? Yes, maybe you want something on a big TV like an aquarium. Don't ask me where I got it, because I don't know. It's the hotel's, not mine. But the idea of Amazon entering this part of your home, I think, is a very smart idea. I am an Amazon Prime member, so I take advantage of watching those videos on my iPad or even on my iPhone. I don't need an Amazon device to watch Amazon content, and I'm very grateful for that. So I wish them well. I don't know what it would be priced. The idea should certainly not be strange to you either, considering that Amazon has content that they're creating. Netflix came out the other day and said that they have more subscribers than, or I don't know if it was Netflix or somebody else, they've got more subscribers than HBO does. It's big news. I mean, the future of content is wherever you want it to be, and on not somebody else's terms, if that makes any sense. Because right now, for example, I'm in this hotel. I can only watch the content that the hotel has coming into this TV. That's asinine. I mean, why wouldn't I be able to watch whatever content I want to watch whenever I want to watch it on my terms? That is the future of content distribution. And this is, really, it's not something I'm going to be able to cover in my keynote presentation tomorrow for PubCon. But I think it's something worth talking about. In the conversations that I've had today, just on the show floor, because inevitably when I go to these events, I enjoy meeting people that I've never met before, otherwise would never have met. That's one of the reasons why doing Vlogger Fair this summer is really built around those conversations. Less about having a conference and more just about maximizing the collaboration and the creation that could happen at an event. They asked me, where's my website? And I said, well, I've got lockergnome.com, but, honestly, I said, well, why do I need one anymore? I mean, yes, I think it's valuable to have your own website, but I've got a YouTube channel. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Facebook, Google+. Do you need a website these days? And when it comes to content and creating and sharing content, even though I do have ads that run on the content we produce on lockergnome.com, and I hope you guys read or look at it or subscribe to our email newsletter, I know that if I want more people to read what it is that I have to say, I'm better off posting that stuff to Facebook. Well, Facebook's not my website, but it's a way that I'm connecting my ideas with people who are out there. It's this decentralization of content distribution. And I think the more that companies like Amazon do what they do, even if the set-top box doesn't sell well at all, to me, that's not the point, because I think that is the future of being able to get to whatever content you want to get to, no matter which device you happen to be using. Right now, we're caught up in licensing schemes and the outmoded model of control. Come on, dude. Like, really? Like, if it's not on YouTube, the chances of me seeing it anymore are like between slim and none. Yes, I do still watch television. I do enjoy I enjoy watching live television, old reruns, new programming. But you know what? I would enjoy that stuff just as much if I was watching it on my computer, like the computer I'm using to record this video, or on a tablet, on a smartphone. I don't care how I get to the content so long as I can get to the content. And so seeing these models continue to evolve is, it's interesting to watch publishers and how they deal with it. I mean, how I've certainly dealt with it over the years, having started in 1996, sharing my information, sharing my knowledge with the world. I started to learn real quickly, like, I can't expect that the world's going to beat a path to lockergnome.com. Just wasn't going to happen. But they're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, any one of these emerging platforms for new media. That's where I want to be, because ultimately, I don't care how you connect with me. I don't care how you hear or listen to or read what it is that I have to say, so long as you do want to hear or listen to what it is that I have to say. And I wish that more content providers understood that. And they don't, right? I mean, because the first question at a publishing conference that I get was, where's your website? I didn't even know how to answer that, right? I know where my sites are. I know where they are. You probably know where they are too. I've talked about them enough times. But does that really matter in terms of content? Where that lives? Does it matter to you? Do you want to go to a website, or do you want to get to that content through an app, through a social media platform? Do you just want a condensed version? Do you want a video version of what it is that you want to take in? And do you want that on your own terms? And I'd be surprised if you said no. I'd be shocked if any of you out there says, no, I want it only through my television provider and through the television because they're my filter. Well, I hate to say it, but if you do have that perspective, you may continue to have that perspective, but I think the industry is going to change around you. Just what's going to happen. You've got to deal with the decentralization of content. And so seeing Amazon come out with a set-top box, to me, just springs that to mind of why I think that's important. I mean, especially for people out there. You may have a website, you may be creating content, but is anybody seeing it? Does anybody care? I mean, I'm guessing no, because they're on Facebook and Twitter and Google Plus, and some people. YouTube, certainly. You put it out there where people are going to see it. And you'd think, well, search. People are going to find you through search. Well, it's competition out there for the kind of things that you want to share with people. You can't rely on search, but what you can rely on is the connections that people make. This is why it's been so important when I say, thank you for liking and sharing videos or anything that we might do. It's because you are the best part of this whole content process, the community, the absolute best part. And here's the reason why. If someone in your circles just throws it out on Twitter, says, hey, what should I get? A Nexus 7 or an iPad mini? Well, you could answer them, right? Or you can say, here, watch Chris Pirillo's video on it. Bam. And so what you did by doing that is you made that connection you had with that other person. You guys have that trust going on. You made that connection to the content that was going to be valuable for them. So search is being disrupted by social. Content is being disrupted by these emerging patterns of how you choose to consume and share content that you enjoy. I mean, I could be wrong. I would only assume that if you subscribe to this YouTube channel, you enjoy the content that we create for you every day. And so I'm very, very grateful for that. Just wanted to kind of give you a little preview of what I'm working on for my keynote presentation. Hang on. Give me a second. I'll show you a little bit. I'm going to highlight a bit more of it in the Pirillo vlog, but I was working on it today on the show floor. I mean, I wasn't walking around doing it. I was actually sitting down. Look at that. Community, see if I can tilt it the right way. Community shares the throne with content. I wasn't kidding. This is what I was talking about there. Organic engagement cannot be cheated. This is something that I spoke to just the other day in a Pirillo vlog, asking you what you guys thought, and many of you agreed with what it was that I said, and I was really appreciative of it. I'm coming up with a new term called OCO instead of CEO. SEO, or search engine optimization. I believe in organic community optimization. Rank isn't everything. There are more people out there who don't know who I am. I understand that, so search is very important, but it's much more important for me when I have a deeper connection or engagement with you. The person watching this video, the person who subscribes, the person who comments, the person who just, they get it, they love it, they want to see more of it. I'm happy to give it to you. And I think that's really going to be the future of the production of content. We're all going to want content. Come on, can't sit there, I don't want any more content. We want to take it all in. We want to take in the news. We want to take in the latest reviews. We want to take in the latest views. Whatever's coming in, we love content. Come on, I am a content junkie. I always have been and always will be. I'm an infotainer. I love getting this information, trying to figure out what to do with it or how to explain it, and then sharing what I've learned. This is what I do. I will continue to do this until the day I die. And maybe even after I die, if I can figure out how to pull that off. A little webcam of me decomposing in the coffin. Would you tune in for that, maybe? Yeah? No, it's okay. You can admit it. Or not. Anyway, I don't want to keep going on because hopefully I've made my point. I appreciate you bearing with me. Again, as I travel, it's not always easy to do. Now I have to count on hotel Wi-Fi to keep me connected. I don't know if you guys ever saw the video I did years ago of how to piss off a nerd. It's in this YouTube channel. It was a while back, but I got cut off. This is before YouTube even took off. They cut me off the hotel Wi-Fi. They said I was doing too many things online. Yeah, well, guilty as charged. Anyway, thank you if you did decide to like and share this video or leave a comment on what you believe the future of content happens to be and how important your role really is, even if you're not the person creating it. Because like I said, you guys are a lot more important than I am. I'm just a mouthpiece. And you know I love using my mouth. Blah, 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 blah. That's why YouTube's perfect for me. And I am here for you. We'll see you later.